A lot of men today aren't nearly as confident as they could be when it comes to being able to talk to attractive women, when it comes to being able to seduce and persuade attractive women. And this is because a lot of men are combining too many variables. There's a lot of variables that go in being able to walk up to an attractive woman, to be able to start a conversation with an attractive woman, to being able to lead the conversation with an attractive woman and get a good outcome. For example, suppose you wanted to both juggle and ride a unicycle at the same time, but you didn't know how to do either one. So the only time you practiced juggling was when you were practicing riding a unicycle. And the only time you practiced riding a unicycle was while you were practicing juggling. This would take a long time if you combine these two skills together. It would be very, very frustrating. On the other hand, if you separated these two skills, it would be a lot easier, a lot more enjoyable, and a lot more fast. You'd learn these skills much more quickly if you just learned to juggle first until you could juggle decently. Then you learned to ride a unicycle until you could ride a unicycle decently. Then you'd combine together, and combining them together would be pretty easy, and you would enjoy this whole process. So why not do the same thing when it comes to being able to start conversations with attractive women? So give yourself 100, 200 women and start a conversation with them, but not to get an outcome, just to build experience. Tell yourself before the conversation, you're not going to ask for any contact information. Just walk up to her and say, "Excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm not trying to seduce you. I'm not trying to pick you up, but I just wanted to say X," and give her some kind of a compliment. "I just wanted to ask X," and ask some question. And prove to yourself that most normal people enjoy mutually enjoyable conversations. Most normal people enjoy mutually beneficial conversations. Humans are highly social animals. We like talking to other humans that aren't weird. And the more you do this exercise, the more you'll realize that you can talk to attractive women, make them feel good, and that will build up your confidence in your mind. And the more you do this, the longer you can extend these conversations, the more you can experiment within these conversations. And the more you tell yourself before you start the conversation that you're not going to ask for her contact information, you can play around and do all kinds of fun things. Ask all kinds of questions. See how long you'd extend the conversation. And once you get to the point where you have a baseline level of comfort when it comes to talking to women, then you'll enjoy talking to women. Then you can try closing them. And only then will you realize how enjoyable it is. Think of it as two different guys, both who have a door-to-door sales job. Both jobs are a numbers game, but one guy absolutely hates it. He hates knocking on every single door. He hates rejection, but the other guy has a lot of fun. He doesn't care that he gets rejected because every time he knocks at the door, he thinks, here's a new person I can talk to. Here's a new person I can experiment with. Here's a new person I can experiment with some hypnotic language patterns and see how far I can take the conversation. This guy enjoys his job even though it's a numbers game, and he probably sells a lot more, while this guy probably doesn't sell anything. Similarly, if you enjoy talking to women, because you have a baseline of experience in your brain that tells you that women enjoy talking to you, that women enjoy being around you, that you make women feel good, then you can play around, and even if it is a numbers game, you can have fun doing it. Most guys think they need to go out and cold approach 100 women, but every time they approach, they get nervous and anxious, and they try to run the same game, and they get rejected, and they're carrying around all this rejection in their head. But if you do this baseline exercise, if you just prove to yourself after 100 or 200 or even 300 girls that you enjoy talking to pretty women, then it will be fun to cold approach girls. It will be fun to see how far you can take the conversation. It will be fun to experiment with the hypnotic language patterns and the hypnotic techniques you could use during these conversations. So take your time. Being able to walk up to an attractive woman and get her feeling good, even if you don't get the outcome you want, is a fantastic skill to have. This skill will bleed over into all different areas of your life, so give yourself plenty of time. Be patient with yourself. Build the baseline skill slowly and enjoy building the baseline skill. Turn yourself into someone who looks over an attractive woman and thinks, I'm going to enjoy talking to her no matter what happens. And this is the outcome independent mindset that will make you so incredibly attractive. So get started, have fun, build up a baseline level of confidence. Excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm not trying to pick you up. I just wanted to ask you a question because I'm curious about you, and just experiment. Try this out. Let me know how much fun you have. If you'd like to learn more about how to use hypnotic language patterns to persuade people subconsciously, check out the links below. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you next time.